I'll see you in the land of Mordor. Death awaits you at the border. Pass on through the gates of fun, destroy the ring of power and wonder.
Hey, welcome to another video about the Lord of the Rings strategy battle game, courtesy of Games Workshop. I'm your host, Roman Daysal. Looking at the Riders of Rohan and Eomer from the Two Towers movie. Anyone not familiar, Eomer is the nephew of King Theoden, who later becomes King of Rohan when his cousin Theodred dies at the Battle of the Fords of Isen. More on that later. So Eomer came in his own blister pack mounted. Later they did have one of him on foot. And with the box set of Riders of Rohan, you get 6 Riders of Rohan. And we'll do those in a minute. So with Eomer was metal. He's a metal guy on a plastic horse. I managed to get him off eBay with the original packaging. I didn't pay very much, 30 bucks I think, which is not bad. The horses are always easy to paint. The problem is trying to find different colors for the horses. Don't want the same color horse all the way through. And I think Rohirrim horses were more of the grays than brown colors. I know I originally was painting them browns, but now I switched to grays. When I read the books a little more, went in a little more depth, especially in the Unfinished Tales book. So I thought it was pretty cool. For most of the paint job, I followed the movie as close as possible with a few additions. The books don't really give a lot of color for Eomer, but it was pretty cool. Then you get the Riders of Rohan box set. I can't even remember where I got this from. Probably eBay, because it's around the same time period. And these guys are all plastic. The horsemen are not glued to the horse, as I leave them in case they fall off. And you basically got 6 guys, and they come in various poses. You always get 2 spearmen. So I got 2 spear horses. You always get 2 archers, 2 mounted bowmen, and then you either got a swordsman and an axeman. Altogether, I have 30 of these common Rohirrim cavalrymen. I wouldn't call them knights; they're just cavalry. So Riders of Rohan. Of these common Rohirrim cavalrymen. I wouldn't call them knights; they're just cavalry. So Riders of Rohan, and then I have a couple of I have a royal guard, and then I have a couple of heroes on horseback. So I have a pretty good size Riders of Rohan army. I put these together because in the movie, the first time you meet Eomer and the Riders of Rohan is when Eomer is coming back from destroying the Uruks that had captured Merry and Pippin on the eaves of Fangorn Forest. Eomer had found out about them from scouts, and he had gone off after them without orders. So him and his group, his own personal Eored of 120 riders, went off in pursuit to destroy them. In Rohan, the typical military unit's called an Eored, E-O-R-E-D, and it usually has 120 horses. Generally, the full muster of Rohan is 12,000 horsemen, which would be 100 units of 120. They had some casualties in that battle. And then, in the Two Towers, they would meet the 3 hunters, which I already did. And the 3 hunters get surrounded. The 3 hunters get surrounded, and they have a talk with Eomer, who originally mistrusts them, and it could have came to blows, but Aragorn basically calms things over Aragorn's actually served with the Rohirrim. He served under Eomer's grandfather, Thengel, the father of King Theoden. So Aragorn's been there, he knows what they're like, and he calms things down basically. He actually fought with Eomer's father. So Eomer decides to trust him and gives him a couple of horses, and the 3 hunters become the 3 riders. That's for another episode. Now the detail of these models is pretty cool. They follow the movie as closely as they can. My paint job's not bad. I used white on these shields because these are from the East Fold. Eomer was the marshal. There are 3 marks. There's the West Fold, the East Fold, and then the capital region of Edoras, which was the first mark. So I gave them different colored shields to represent that. All in all, these guys are pretty cool to play with. I use these guys a lot in the cavalry because I have so many of them. But I need to get more of the bad guy cavalry to make up for the numbers disparaging. So in this scenario right here, I just made each rider as 20 horses, while Eomer is a standalone with maybe a couple of personal guards. But overall, it was a cool box set, and my goal is to get more of these guys so I can have a truly huge army. It'd be cool to have up to 660 of Riders of Rohan, so then I could have like 6,000 cavalry. If you make each one a unit of 100. Anyone else have these guys? How'd you guys paint them? I'm always interested to see other people paint. There are truly some professionals out there. I'm not one of them. And until next time, this is Roman Daysel. I'm out of here.